Princess Catherine is now out of hiding since the release of Prince Harry's book Spare. One question though, what do you think her body language in this picture is telling you? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the news and pop culture stories of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yes, the first reported sighting, picture included, of Princess Catherine since the release of Prince Harry's book Spare has been published. She is now out of hiding. She has broken cover. And I asked you lot out in Twitter world, looking at that picture, if you read her face, what do you think she's feeling? What do you think she's thinking? Yes, we are going to do some body language analysis of our own. We ain't experts, but we're going to give it a good old college try. I'm going to read some of your comments on my Twitter, and at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you what I think she's thinking and feeling. Oh, yes, it's going to be a juicy one, guys. Before we jump into all of that, though, a little bit of housekeeping. Firstly, YouTube human reviewer, I see you lurking. I'm not going to say any trigger words or anything that's going to offend your ear holes. And to everyone else awesome enough to have clicked on this video, hi, welcome, how are you doing? If you love news and pop culture on the daily served with a little bit of sass and gobbiness, which is basically this, right? Do make sure you click on that subscribe button, like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories and whatever's. Also, as well, for your consideration, you can always send me a super thanks, which is just below this video right here. And, oh yeah, let's jump into this, shall we? So over in Twitterland, I tweeted out this. This is the first sighting of Princess Catherine since the release of Prince Harry's Spare memoir. Reading her face, what do you think she's feeling? Some of your answers may make it in my video today. Well, guess what? Ta-da! Here you go. Now, make sure you are following me at Stef The Alter Nerd on Twitter, because I'm going to be doing more of these videos. So this is the picture in question. I asked you, what do you think a face is telling you? When you read a face, what do you think she's thinking, right? Like I said, I'm going to give you my thoughts towards the end of this video, but let's randomly go through some of your answers. And let's start with the top one here. Okay, so at Firefly Sonata says, right now, her father-in-law's close mentor has passed away, King Constantine. She's a true, selfless person, so she's concerned about him and her husband above all. She's given lovingly support to all her in-laws, not thinking of herself. God bless her. Now, this is the thing, right? I can see that, absolutely. However, I think we'd be fools not to think that the Prince Harry book is affecting her, even in just a small way, because there's been so much that has come out about her husband, private communications, embarrassing. It's been an absolute nightmare, I can only imagine. And the stress, you know, with the children and everything else must be taking a toll on her. So, King Constantine passing away, I think might be a small factor. I think the bigger factor in terms of what's affecting her will be Prince Harry's book, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. But let's go down and see what else you've been saying. Oh, this is funny. So at Anne-Marie Brown 68 says, media outside the beeping gates again. Thanks, Harry. Oh, snaps. Oh, Harry got burned there, guys, didn't it? Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Oh, the ledge. Hey up, ledge. So at Karantov says, oh, I really can't wait for the next Alter Nerd video. Clearly see it in her face. Do you know what? When you look at it, yeah. When you look at this picture, yeah, you can see it. Clearly see it in her face. Yeah, she cannot wait for the next video to land on Stef The Alter Nerd. Yeah, totally see that. Absolutely, mate. Oh, my goodness. This is weird. Dave Loretti says, I always forget to pick up the damn carrots. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's a Johnny Depp one here. At J_D_Rock says, tired and sad, but hopefully not dwelling on it. Yeah, absolutely. I would say there is a bit of sadness. Yeah, definitely tired. There must have been a lot of stress. I mean, you can see here, she's driving, but, the grip on a wheel is proper like this, yeah, from what I can see. And, when you see her mouth, it's very tense. It's very, do you know what I mean? She's really trying to hold a lot in so that not a lot of, let's say, leakage comes out in terms of, what she's feeling and what she's going through. So, yeah, she is dwelling on it, though. Yeah, how could you not? How could you not? But yeah, I would say tired and sad. Yeah. Let's see. At House Chambers says, I preferred the shape of the old. What? Really? Some of you are proper trolling here, although I'm here for it. Okay, this is funny. I preferred the shape of the old Range Rover, but I have to admit, these massaging seats are pretty relaxing. I don't think she looks relaxed. I really, really don't. But nice try at House Chambers. Nice try. Let's scroll down a little bit more. Let's see. Oh, here we go. At Jazzy_USA says, Catherine's face reminds me of Princess D. I presume saying Princess Diana there. For the first time. Sadness and betrayal in her eyes. Well, let's go back. I would say, yeah, sadness. You can see here, there's a little bit of a downturn in the corners here of her mouth. Again, I'm not a professional. This is very amateurish. And it's very, there's, yeah, I would say there's certainly sadness. I would say there's certainly frustration because she's very tense in regards to a gob there. Sadness, yes. Her eyes aren't as wide. They look more downturned than usual. Yeah. I would say so, yes. Let's go down. Oh, hang on. At Robbie Marizia, I don't know if I've pronounced that right. If not, I apologize. Says, Taylor Swift said it best. Okay, here we go. There is an ache in you, put there by the ache in me. Oh, okay, I get that. There's an ache in you, put there by the ache in me. So, in other words, there's an ache in Prince Harry, so Prince Harry has put that into Princess Catherine. No, I think with Prince Harry, opinion conspiracy theory, whatever, he's doing this out of revenge now. He's doing this out of retaliation for some kind of for the slights he feels. Do you know what I mean? Blinded by rage. I don't know, but it's kind of like the vibe I'm getting in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. But no, that comment just jumped out to me because Taylor Swift in the comment. Taylor Swift is in on this. What is she not in? You know what I mean? But there we go. I like Taylor Swift. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not a Swiftie. Not like Andy over on Popcorn Planet. Oh, no way. Anyways, let's move on from that. Let's see what else do you say. Let's scroll down. Clover. Oh, at Hawthorne Acre says, just look at the sadness in her eyes. Yeah. Apologies there, tickling my throat. But yeah, the absolute sadness in her eyes. It's just, they're very more closed, more constricted, more downturned. It's like, when you feel sad, it's like, you see how my eyes are like closed a bit? If I'm happy and I'm hyper, then I'm like, how's it going? If you were dozing enough, you're probably woken up by that. Hey up, guys. But yeah, I see that all day long. A sadness in her eyes, guys. Absolutely. Let's go through a couple more. Let's scroll down. Here we go. At Rhonda CYR says, she's saying Harry and Meghan who? My husband and kids are great, thanks. So, Yeah, there's probably, I would say, in regards to how the royal family may operate, it might be, yeah, Prince Harry's blood, but do you know what? He's in another country. We're gonna like disassociate ourselves with him. We know his family, but we're disassociating ourselves emotionally, professionally, let's say, as kind of like the royal firm situation that's going on. I would say probably, yeah, there's a disassociation going on. My opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Again, I'm not an expert, but we're giving it a good old college amateurish try, right? What else are you guys saying before I give you my overall thoughts on what her face is saying to me? At Amanda W22177002 says, maybe just concentrating on driving. We don't need to dissect everything. True, true. She might just be concentrating on driving and that's it. Absolutely. But in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, when something big is happening to you like this, right? You are probably feeling a shiz ton of things that it's in you. You can't get away from it, right? And body language, that's going to come out in various ways. So there you go. But yeah, she could just be concentrating on driving. Absolutely. That is a legitimate theory. Totally. And let's end on this one. At Genderella O says, her face displays both the dignity of a position and the disappointment of someone betrayed. Yeah. Because if there's like a few things you're going to say about Princess Catherine, it's beauty, grace, dignity. Like, she is, my big conspiracy theory, whatever, wonderful for the royal family. Really, really wonderful. Cat has rarely put a step foot wrong, right? So let's go for this. What do I think? If I look at her face right now and I read it, what is that face telling me? What am I thinking? And again, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. I am not a body language expert. I ain't even an amateur. Let's put it that way. I'm just giving it a good old college fashion try, all right? So let's go. I definitely agree with a lot of you. I think there's certainly a sadness. As we've been saying, when you look at her eyes, they're very constricted. There's a downturn as well, because when you're sad, it's like, it's just, you see my eyes right now, they're just, really, 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 Harry, you have to do that to me. Really? You absolute div and pin in my derriere. Do you know what I mean? But when you're happy, you're more alert, you're more open. It's like, da-da! Do you know what I mean? And you're hyper. Well, I'm hyper anyway. And, you're bouncing about. Here, her eyes again, very constricted, very downturned. I would say it shows sadness. Her eyebrows as well are furrowed a little bit here, which again, when there's sadness, it's like, see how my eyebrows have just gone like that? Yeah. So, really? Whereas again, when you're normal, you see my eyebrows have just raised up again. And when you're happy, they raise up even more. It's like, hey up, guys, how's it going? Do you know what I mean? So I see that. In terms of her jaw and her mouth area, I would say there's sadness and there's frustration. Firstly, frustration because, let's face it, this picture was taken by a paparazzi, all right, by a newspaper, whatever. And yeah, there is that element, as one of you said earlier on that I read out, it's like, oh my goodness, the beeping paps, thanks, Harry. Do you know what I mean? So there's probably an element of that I can see, because you can see here that her jaw, as far as I can tell, is tense. Again, I'm an amateur. I'm not an expert in any way, shape, or form. This is just my humble opinion. You can also see that her lips are very tense as well. Here, it's like, do you know what I mean? Like that. Right? It's like, a little bit of anger, a little bit of frustration, maybe because the paparazzi are there, taking photos at a time when it's a private time. She's not on a royal tour. She's not on a royal engagement. She's just going about a business, and the damn paparazzi are there because of Prince Harry and his book spare, opinion conspiracy theory, whatever. The other thing, though, that I see is just in the corners here, just a slight tad, especially on this corner here. When you go onto my Twitter page and you see this in a little bit more detail, there's a little bit of a downturn here. And there, for me, I see a little bit of sadness. So I saw a video by Jesus, the body language guy, which if you haven't subscribed to him on YouTube, what are you guys waiting for? He is the professional. He knows what he's talking about. And oh my goodness, does he bring the sass? I absolutely adore this dude. But he taught me something, which is duping delight, which is the opposite of what I'm saying here. So duping delight is when there's a little bit of leakage that comes out where you're secretly happy, you're trying to hide it, but it comes out. And it's when the corners of your gob kind of go up a little bit, like, do you see a little bit there? Like, it's not a full smile, but it goes up. And that's duping delight. And that indicates that inside, for whatever reason, whether it's good or bad, you're happy, okay? Here, to me, I'm saying it's the opposite. Duping sadness, if that's a thing, I don't know. But I see here the downturn of her gob at this point here, which to me indicates that, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, quite clearly it's obvious she's sad. In my, again, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Her husband, his private business between him and his brother is being played out in the media, absolutely everywhere. Private conversations, inner workings of a family. Secrets are being laid bare because of Prince Harry. She's seeing firsthand how Prince William is being affected by this. And so it's obviously going to affect her as well. And there's going to be an element of sadness in her. Not to forget that she is actively being affected by this as well directly, because as we know, Prince Harry has also written about her as well. Private communications allegedly between her and Meghan during the just before the wedding between Meghan and Prince Harry about the bridesmaids' dresses and all that malarkey, right? So I think it's sadness that she's feeling because Prince Harry is doing this to them, and that makes them sad, of course. Also, as well, disappointment, because let's put it this way, guys. I thought this book was going to be boring. I thought it was going to be the same. Nothing new under the sun. It was just going to be repackaged in a different format, i.e. a book. Oh my goodness, was I freaking wrong, right? Whoo! And so, disappointment, yeah, because no one could have imagined that Prince Harry was going to go this far in unveiling so many private secrets. Like, do you know what I mean? And, you know, there must be an element of Princess Catherine and the others being disappointed in him because he should know better. Clearly doesn't, right? And so, yeah, when I read Princess Catherine's face as not a body language expert, not even an amateur, not even that level. I'm just an idiot doing this right now and giving you my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. They are my thoughts when I read Princess Catherine's face as to what I think she's feeling and what she's going through. But you know what? Enough with my gob. It's now time for your gobs. Comment down below. What do you think? And if you like this video and you want more, believe me, there's going to be more. I'm going to continue with this format because this was so much fun. Make sure first and foremost you are following me on Twitter at Stef The Alter Nerd, so you might appear in one of my future videos. Secondly, and also equally as important, do make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe right now. Help us get to 100k. like, share this video, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. When you read Princess Catherine's face, what do you think she's thinking? Also, as well, for your consideration, you can always send me a super thanks, which is just below this video right here. And until the next time, you guys, laters!